Hi everyone, it's Simon here with a review of Beautiful Bricks. Beautiful Bricks is a 1 to 4 player brick breaking breakout style game, all of the B's, available on PC. It's been a while since we've had some proper innovation in this style of game. The last one I can think of really was Shatter, and I've got that on the PlayStation 3. So having a good breakout style game is well overdue, and Beautiful Bricks could well be that. It has a lot of innovation, brings a lot to the table, much more than a breakout style game has any right to, and that's why I wanted to review it, to give people the opportunity to go, oh, it's an arcade game with a difference that brings a new twist on an old style gameplay. So what is this all about? If you've not played a Breakout or Arkanoid style game before, this is basically you are the bat on the bottom, you'll smash the ball about and break all the bricks in the level. With Beautiful Bricks, every 15 odd levels there is a boss that requires you to think of things differently and attack it like an enemy. Each one normally has like some kind of puzzle involved in as well, and it really switches up the gameplay. But the main innovation here is that the ball, unlike every other game that I've played of this genre, has actual ball and wind like resistance physics to it. So think of this almost more like a tennis game than anything else. So if you hit the ball, it's going to taper off speed-wise the higher it goes, because gravity is a thing in this game. And so if you're hitting things to a direction, it will kind of curve and then drop down, rather than just going and hitting straight up at the top. Because we're almost trained with breakout style games that every action has an exact opposite. So if you're going in at a 45-degree angle, it will come out at a 45-degree angle at a constant speed regardless. And that's just not how Beautiful Bricks works. And it's such a simple change, albeit a really welcome one, and it utterly changes how you play the game, because you then get to enforce gravity and how hard you're going to push by almost making your bat like a tennis player in a tennis game. So I'll come back to tennis quite a few times in this review, because this game has just as much, if not more, in common with tennis than it does with Breakout and Arkanoid. And it's because if you hit up when the ball hits the bat, it's as if you're doing a smash, and then it will fly up the screen much harder because you're effectively pushing the ball further, so it's got more resistance against the gravity. If you press down, it's just going to do like a little pathetic dribble, but sometimes that's really, really helpful for when you're hitting bricks really close to you. And then obviously you've got the left and right to try and push momentums down as to those directions as you go. On top of that, there's about 40 odd power-ups, if not a bit more, and some of them let your bat jump. Some of it gives it like boosters, so it can go around and start smashing into blocks and taking those blocks out, which is kind of really handy when you've just got one in the corner and you're like, can't get to it. And then you've got other things that like rain down gems for you to collect, give you power-ups, extend or shorten your bat, might make the bat sticky so that then the ball sticks. These kind of power-ups kind of feel like they've been around in other games before, but the ones like where your bat can jump, or where it's got wings and can kind of like fly around everywhere, it just changes how you can deal with things, as opposed to just giving the bat lasers, which admittedly this game does do, but that's just one power-up across 40 of them. Whereas quite a lot of these style of games, that is like the ultimate, ooh, I've got guns now, and that's kind of where it stops. For Beautiful Bricks, that's where it begins, and that's why I'm really, really keen to tell people about how decent and good this game is. So yeah, the single player mode has got over 200 levels. They get progressively more tricky as you go along. I will admit I have not completed all 230, but I don't need to, because I've been having such a good time just making my way through these games as well. The other thing that you've got is a 1 to 4 player kind of battle royale mode, and you can go either competitively or cooperatively to try and get the highest score, or almost like a Hungry Hippos style game, which is quite cool as well. And then as you get further through the game, you'll unlock things like endless mode, boss mode, or boss rush mode, I guess, like a marathon one where you've only got like one life and you've got to try and get as far as possible. There's like a Mickey take of Space Invaders hidden in here as well, and there is so much for a game that looks like it's going to do so little, that I was genuinely taken by surprise and came away from Beautiful Bricks thinking, what a fantastic experience. So yeah, whilst I appreciate the 8-bit aesthetic may not appeal to everyone, it does come with a pretty cool chiptune soundtrack, which I was approving of. And yeah, it made sense. It works really well also with keyboard and controller, which I think is quite needed for this style of game. So any questions or comments that you have on the game, please do drop it down below. I don't know if this works with Parsec yet, but Steam's just had this whole SharePlay update, so I will be trying it on that hopefully shortly, and when I do, I'll pop in the comments to let you know whether or not that has been successful. But yeah, this could well be a good little multiplayer mainstay for brick breaking, but there is an absolute ton to keep you entertained with as a single player too. So there we have it. Possibly the next big innovation in Breakout games. Who knew? Thanks very much for watching. You guys will take care and hopefully join me again here on Higher Plane Games. Bye bye. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Plane Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share or a pledge. Thanks for watching.